Yo, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Woman wants to know, why do black men tend to take so long to commit to a relationship? No more wasting time, man. Let's get it.
So I just want to quickly get on here and say that I have finally experienced the difference between the dating culture in the black community versus the white community.
All right.
And I say this because I've dated black man and a white man. And so I've been dating this black guy since March. It is now September. And every time I bring up us getting serious and finally committing to each other, he's always like, oh, we're still getting to know each other, da da da. I went on 2
Sounds like she's getting friend zoned to me. What do you guys think? Comment down below. Let's keep watching.
On 2 dates with this white man, and on the third date he asked me to be his girlfriend. On the third date he was already planning vacation spots for us. On the third date he was already planning holiday ideas for us to do. And to me it kind of came
Simp. I'm just kidding. Ah, man, I'm just kidding. Let's keep listening.
off as a red flag just because I wasn't used to this. But I realized that dating doesn't have to be complicated. If you like someone, you like them, you guys start dating. I personally feel like by the third week you should know whether or not you want me to be your girlfriend, but that's just me. But I want us to talk about, why is it that black men tend to take so long to commit? Why? Let's talk about it. Why is that?
All right, so we've got a chick here who asks, why is it that black men tend to take so long to commit? What do you guys think? Do you think that black men tend to take longer to commit than other races of men? Obviously, this chick thinks so. Now, there could be a lot of variables to the situation. It could just be that her and the other guy, the white dude that she's dated, just clicked, right? That could be it. But as always, people definitely chimed in on this topic because it was interesting and they had a lot to say. We're gonna check out some of these comments. First comment here comes from a woman and it reads, dated outside my race one time. 3 weeks later, I was his girlfriend. 6 years later, he's still here and I'm his wife. Congratulations. All I got was situationships from black men. And so the actual TikToker who made the video responded, and this is what she had to say.
Let's talk about this because I feel like in the black community, we prolong everything. If it's talking, we're talking for 2 years. If it's dating, we're dating for 6 years. If it's getting engaged, we're engaged for 10 years. Why? I just feel like the culture in the white community is not like that. They be meeting on Monday, they start dating on Wednesday, 2 months, they're engaged. 6 months, they're married. They live happily ever after. And it goes back to my original question. Why do black men tend to wait a long time to commit? Because all these steps that are supposed to happen in a relationship, it's really not up to the girl. Like, at least for me, I'm not about to ask a man to be my boyfriend. I'm not about to ask a man to marry me. That's just me. So it's like we just be waiting on them because they're the ones who are supposed to make the moves, but they be wanting to take a century just to commit.
All right, so you guys heard a response to the video. She basically said in the black community, we prolong everything. Here's something that I always think about when it comes to this topic of like interracial dating. I just think the topic is interesting. My conclusion almost is always the same. I am somebody who believes if it works out for you with that guy, date him, regardless of what race it is. Go to where you're wanted. Go to where you're appreciated, right? I don't think in most cases when it comes to attraction, it's as complicated as people want to make it. But I do want to say this. I have to say this. Am I the only one? And guys, it's a genuine question. It's something I've thought of for a while. Who thinks that oftentimes when a woman does date outside of a race who happens to be black, she wouldn't date the black version of that white dude, right? What do I mean by that? I mean, if you are exclusively dating black women, a lot of them really won't take you seriously unless if you have some type of like street in you, right? Some type of hood in you. You gotta have a little bit of that in you. She's got to see it. For most of these women, to be attracted to you. And that leads me to ask the question, well, these guys who you're wondering what's taking them so long to settle down with you, what type of men are they that you're dating? What type of black men are they? Case in point, a video that I did a while back where a woman says the most attractive men in the black community were basically pookies, right? Remember this?
This is such a real thing. I'm gonna even go this far as to say majority of the attractive men in our community usually be hood dudes. And I hate to say that. I honestly, from the bottom of my heart, hate to say that because it's sad. It's sad that majority of the attractive men that black women have to choose from, they are hood, right? And they don't come with good qualities. They come with the baby mamas, the felonies, the no job, the no car. And a lot of women are willing to look over that so that they can get an attractive man.
Now, the conclusion I came to in that video was that women were really attracted to like the pseudo masculine qualities that those men had to offer. Not exactly that they are the most physically attractive, but you know, they bring excitement, a sense of danger and drama that excites women, but in the long term leads to destruction. And so my question is, who are these men that these women are talking about who they can't get to settle down? In most cases, man, I think it's the type of men that she described in that video. Why would that guy settle down with you when he's dealing with 3 or 4 other women, right? And they'll sit there and wonder like, what's wrong with this guy? I don't get it. You don't get it? You don't get it? Gotta drink some coffee.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Right? Guess you're thinking right. But hey guys, I may be wrong, right? Comment down below. I'm curious to know what you think. This next commenter says, I would create a rule for yourself that you would not accept a prolonged dating courtship without any type of commitment, whatever that would look like. That's pretty good advice. Let's see what she had to say in response to this.
I love this because it speaks about setting boundaries for yourself and actually maintaining those boundaries. It's especially perfect for my girls who are ready to get in a serious committed relationship, who are ready to walk down the aisle and start their family. I just think that it's perfect because, you know, you're setting that boundary so that you're not settling for what.
Listen, it's not perfect for your girls. It's perfect for you. Think about this, guys. This chick just told her she's gotten strung along for what, months on end to a guy who we obviously know is busting those cheeks. Right? And then she's over here talking about, yeah, we all need to set boundaries, but they don't. That's the thing. They fall for the game, right? This is a perfect example of what women say for men who don't understand female nature versus what they will do to the man who she views as alpha. I know you don't like the term, but alpha. He gets to break the rules. While the beta dude, she would definitely tell you, hey, if you don't have it right by this time, I'm done with you. But for her first choice, she's willing to break all the rules and sometimes wait and have multiple of his kids.
What you want. And I think that, you know, maintaining that boundary is the hard part because, girl, I should have been dipped after 3 weeks because 3 weeks is my mark. But actually sticking to that boundary and recognizing that, hey, this man ain't not gonna give me what I want. Just, you gotta let it go. You gotta be comfortable with cutting people off and walking away from certain situations that are not leading to what you want. So I'm learning that too.
Some accountability there. Okay, seems like, you know, I sense a little bit of the femininity. So guys, we're gonna check out the rest of these comments. First comment comes from a woman and it reads, my little brother's dad proposed to my mom in 2009 and they're still not married yet and they've been together for like 17 years total. Maybe he stumbled on the manosphere. Right? Maybe he watches the coffee pod. We've got another comment here that reads, a therapist told me this. She literally told me that I was too good to be waiting on a black man. What? So we've got therapists, and I'm assuming this therapist was black, who are out here telling other black women that they're too good to be waiting on a black man. Listen.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
The comment goes on to read, just date outside my race. My black butt is still waiting. Got another woman here who says, I'm a woman and honestly, a man asking me in 3 weeks to be his girl makes me anxious as F. I want to be your friend first. Yeah, just some game right here, man. You never want to be the guy that's pushing for the relationship. You always want the woman to ask you where this is going. You want the ball to be in her court and you want her to want the relationship, right? Don't be asking and pushing for a relationship too early on. We've got another comment here. It comes from a woman, and it reads, because we're the placeholder for a lot of them, so they use us until they can get to access the women they really want. The creator responded to her and says, to be honest, I think this is the one. Another woman added and said, yep, started dating one and we are already going on a month-long trip. I still love my black man, but I'm tired. I give up. And another woman responded and says, I gave up on them a long time ago. Another woman says, I honestly believe that it's literally too many options and social media has made it so much easier. A woman responded to her and said, yes, they get overwhelmed like a kid in a candy store, laugh out loud, but they need to communicate that all they want is casual dating. That reminded me of the candy store analogy there from F&F. We've got another woman here who says that part. When I say I've only dated white men for the past decade because they're the ones asking me on dates and not trying to text me for months. Okay, so you've been dating, so you're still single. It's been a decade. What's the achievement here? Finally, the last comment reads, y'all be dealing with people that generally don't like you. That's it. That's all. Find somebody that like you for real and it will change your perspective. 46 likes. I agree. Listen, I am happy for anybody who finds somebody in this very difficult time of dating, marriage, relationships, right? It doesn't matter where you find them. Now, I think we can have these conversations and I think we can all theorize on why certain things play out the way that they do. And the conversations are interesting. This one definitely was. As always, I'm curious to know what you guys think. Leave your comments down below. I appreciate you, as always, for checking out another episode of The Coffee Pod. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.